What's up, guys? This is my Rav4. Y'all hear that? This is what I'm gonna fix today. So, as y'all can hear, my Rav4 won't crank. You can hear it trying to spin, but it won't crank. And that's what I'm gonna fix tonight. I've diagnosed this. We've scanned this. We've looked at it. No code. No nothing pops up. So I either think it's the crank sensor or the fuel pump that's going bad on my Rav4, because there's no codes being set off, and those are two things that could make it go bad. So right now I'm about to pull into my garage and put in the crank sensor on, and hopefully that fixes the problem. If not, the fuel pump will be next. So let's go ahead and get started. So here we have the crank sensor. I'm about to take it out of the wrapper, and here's how it looks. So this is what I'm looking for. It's taking off from the car. As y'all can see, have the car nosed in, and according to the diagram, it's behind this shield. So I'm about to take this shield off. It has 4 clips. Got my clip tool on here. And if y'all can see, I believe that's the crank sensor right there. And that's what's going bad. I'm about to remove that. That's 10mm, I guess. Let me see if I can take the plug out to make sure this is the right thing. Yep, that much is what I'm about to put on. This is a magnet, so we gotta be careful when we take that out to get this whole thing off. So I'm about to look for the tools. So I jacked up the car a little bit. I just raised up the car. Got my jack under there. Got my ratchet and my 10mm. 10 mil. That's all you need. Ratchet 10 mil. This battery's disconnected. There we go. Here we go. We got the bolt off. And now, time to take this thing off. Alright, here we go. We got the crank sensor off. When y'all take that off, make sure the whole thing comes out, because this thing, that part's like a magnet, and if that gets stuck in there, y'all gotta pay a lot of money to take that thing out. As y'all can see, I'm about to stick it in the hole and slide it and move it from side to side to get this thing on a good angle. It just popped right in. Now I'm going to line it up with the hole. And get the bolt ready. Y'all saw how I wiggled that in there? That's how you have to wiggle it to break it loose. And I just line that up with the hole so we can get the bolt started. that's on there. Start tightening it back up. Get it nice and snug. There you go. Now that that's on there, plug this back up. Yeah, I heard that click. Make sure it clicks. That's what that means. It's all the way in there. The plug's on there, and we're done installing the crank sensor. Now all we gotta do is put the shield back on there and crank the car. See how she starts. Car down. I always disconnect the battery, whether it's needed or not. I honestly don't matter to me. I'd rather be safe than sorry, so I always disconnect the battery. Put it back on. Now let's see how she starts. Time for the final test. Let's see if that does it. Yep, there we go. Yep, there we go. Let her warm up. Just turned right over this time. No problems. Unlike earlier. And there we have it. OEM crank sensor. Crank position sensor, to be exact. Had no codes, no engine lights, no nothing. Wouldn't turn over. Y'all heard it earlier. And the diagnosis was either the crank position sensor or the fuel pump. So put the crank position sensor first. Fuel pump was going to be next if that wouldn't have fixed it. But it looks like that solved the problem. Thanks for watching, guys. More videos coming up. Don't forget to subscribe.